So when you've got a leaky gut, confirmed on accurate blood testing, the wheat zoomer is the best test for that because it includes intestinal permeability. When you've got a leaky gut, you got a leaky brain. Well, my brain feels fine. We'll put that on your tombstone. She felt fine at 34. By 46, she had problems.
I saw a video that you were talking about the bisphenol A from the coffee cup, like takeaway coffee cups. Do you want to talk about that?
Most of us have heard of BPA. It's a phthalate. It's one of the more commonly used phthalates. It's in water bottles, it's the plastic of the water bottle, and you leave your water bottle in the car on a hot day and the water tastes like the bottle. Well, that's BPA. BPA is a nasty, it has nasty effects in the body. The 346 pregnant women in Chicago, they measured 5 phthalates, including BPA. There are hundreds of phthalates. They only measured 5 in the urine of these pregnant women in the 8th month of pregnancy. They categorized it into quartiles, the lowest, 4th, the next, the 3rd, and the highest 4th. They then followed the offspring of these pregnancies for 7 years. And when the kids turned 7 years old, they did Wechsler IQ tests on them. There's not much in medicine that's all or every. This was every. Every child whose mother was in the highest quartile of phthalates in urine in pregnancy compared to the children whose mothers were in the lowest quartile of phthalates in urine in pregnancy, every child in the highest quartile, their IQ was 7 points lower than these other kids. Every child. That doesn't mean anything to anyone until you understand that a 1-point difference in IQ is noticeable. A 7-point difference is a difference between a kid working really hard, getting straight A's, and a kid working really hard, getting straight C's. This kid doesn't have a chance in hell of ever doing well in school because their brain never developed properly, because mom was in the highest quartile of phthalates in urine in pregnancy, meaning mom was a walking sewage dump. And people don't like me to use that language, but wake up. Every newborn child in America has between 200, 280 chemicals, depending on the study you read, in their bloodstream at birth that aren't supposed to be there. Wake up. Every woman of childbearing age needs to detox before they get pregnant, not when they're pregnant, beforehand, because they're a walking sewage dump. Well, how did mom get these high levels of phthalates? Well, you put a lid on a coffee cup, the steam floats up, it condenses on the lid, it drips back down into the coffee full of bisphenol A. You put the coffee cup up to your lips, so the hot liquid hits the entire underside of the lid, tapers down into the opening, you drink it full of bisphenol A. You store your leftover food in plastic containers in the refrigerator. The next day, the leftover chicken's got phthalates, BPA in it. You're eating chicken with BPA. You have to get glass storage containers in your kitchen, right? You have to take your own mug to the coffee shop to say, fill it up, please, a stainless steel mug. You have to learn all these little things so that the soup out there in the world, you remember the storm on the lighthouse? The soup out there in the world that we're all exposed to every single day, that you've got protection from it. You have to reduce your exposures as much as possible.